Hi everyone, I'm Noreen and welcome back to the kitchen. What you see before you is a beautiful pizza oven pizza that we made in our outdoor pizza oven that was provided to us by Bighorn Outdoors. And they were kind enough to send us their dual fuel pizza oven, and it runs on either pellets or propane fuel. And I am here to tell you guys that this pizza oven is kind of amazing. And so you're lucky because today we're going to show you how this works, and I can't wait to share. So here we go. Okay, here we go. We're going to build our pizza. I am using my pizza dough recipe that I shared in my previous video from this one. And we cold fermented this, and that is the best way to get the best flavor out of your pizza dough, especially if you are going to be making it in a pizza oven. Now, we didn't wood fire our pizza this time. We used the propane fuel, but we will in future videos be using the wood pellets to wood fire our pizza. And we are also going to use this oven to cook other things, like we're going to cook some steaks in there. We're going to roast some Brussels sprouts in there, and you can roast salmon steaks. You can do so many different things. We definitely want to smoke some cream cheese in there, but I figured I'm just going to do a voiceover and show myself building the pizza. You can go watch my video about how I made the dough. I'm going to go ahead and link the dough video down below and in an iCard on the screen. I'll also link one of my videos for pizza sauce. Super easy. You can make pizza sauce a number of different ways, or in this video, I used a very high quality jarred sauce. I think we used Rayo's in this one, but you can use your favorite pizza sauce, no big deal. We just made a simple margarita pizza here with some really high quality Pecorino Romano cheese and Italian blend shredded cheese and a little bit of Italian seasoning and some granulated garlic. Now, this pizza oven will cook your pizza in 2 to 3 minutes, and it's really important that you turn your pizza every 30 seconds or so. And you have to have a pizza peel. So if you don't have one, like we have this one, but it didn't come with the oven. So I will link one down below, but you need to make sure you have a good pizza peel. And this stainless steel one is really, really effective. Another alternative for turning your pizza, because the pizza peel is a little bit cumbersome, is a big flat barbecue spatula. Or if you have an offset cake spatula, like one that you would use for icing the sides of a cake, that is helpful too. So let's go pop this in the pizza oven and we'll show you what's going on. Now here, Rick is popping this in the oven and it's preheated, and we're going to put the cover on it, and then we're going to check it every 30 seconds to see how it is progressing. Now, this pizza that we're putting in here is done with a dough that was freshly made and a little less fermented than the one that you saw us cut at the beginning of the video. You see how puffy and fluffy it is. Now, I will say they do recommend that if you're going to like your pizza a little bit on the thicker side, that you pre or par cook it before you put your toppings on to make sure that it cooks all the way through. So every 30 seconds, you want to make sure that you take it and you turn it about a quarter of a turn so that you don't burn your pizza, because there is a learning curve. And if you burn a pizza your first time out, don't sweat it. It's just a few ingredients, and you're going to want to make sure that you have success. But I'm just going to tell you, there is a learning curve, because I succumbed to the learning curve. However, about 2 pizzas in, we think we got it just right. And I'm going to show you at the end of the video what our pizzas look like, and they were delicious. So here Rick's going in again. And again, you can leave the door off, and you can to regulate the heat inside the oven. But once you've preheated it, you can go and you can turn the temperature down right away to about medium. And that will help you to make sure that you have a perfect cook on your pizza. You can see the flames on the top of that oven, and then that chimney is just going to take that heat right out. So it's a really safe piece of equipment to use. And I think that you're going to really love it. It's definitely something that I think is going to be really lovely to have on hand. Look at the steam coming off of this. Today was a really cold day where I live in North Carolina, so it was really fun to have this and make it for lunch. I wanted to happen to mention that when we were unpacking this and Rick was putting the pizza oven together, he discovered that once broken down, this pizza oven fits perfectly inside of a 27-gallon tote. It's a Sterilite heavy-duty tote, one of the ones that is black with a yellow lid. And these cost about $7 a piece at a hardware store or at Walmart. So we thought that was a really worthy of noting. So we thought that we would definitely give you the heads up on that, because sometimes we get these things and we say, where are we going to put it? Because definitely isn't something that you want to keep out all the time. And once you are finished using it and you cool it off, maybe you want to put it away. But this is a totally portable, useful piece of equipment. You can take this camping with you. You can pop it in the RV, throw it in the back of the pickup, take it camping. You can take it to the tailgate. You can take it to your friend's house. You can take it to your kid's house. You can have a pizza party at church or wherever. You can set up an event and just have a lot of fun with it. It's very easy to put together. You can see here, Rick is demonstrating how to put the pizza oven together. This was one of the first or second times that he did it. Pardon me. And you can see here, that is the firebox, that little rectangular hole in the back. That would be where you put the pellets when you get ready to put the pellets in there. And there is the pellet tray. And that just slides right in there if you're going to use the pellets. But since we use the propane fuel instead, there is a separate adapter that you would use in there that hooks right up to your gas canister. And you use that to fuel the oven instead. And everything sits right inside the oven for easy. This dough was made a week ago and has been fermenting in the fridge. I wasn't really sure if it was going to work, but it came out splendidly. So this one is just a little bit different, and I used a smaller portion. This I took half of a recipe and divided it in two. So this would have been one recipe of dough, and it would have been divided in 4 pieces. This made smaller pizzas and thinner pizzas. This dough I made fresh today, and I rose it a little bit shorter amount of time. This has not been fermented. It is puffier, and I divided the dough into, for one batch, I divided it into 3 pieces. So it's a little bit thicker, but not as thick as like I was dividing the dough in half for one recipe before. And that was too thick. So we're getting ready to cut these in half and get ready to taste them and see how we like them. And this is a softer pizza, and this is a crispier pizza. So let's see. Oh, look at, oh, cheese pull. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. This dough is nice and done on the bottom. It has a nice, you can tell that it's done. This is the one we just pulled out of the oven. And I'll let Rick show you. I'm probably not presentable, but I'm going to taste it.
I'm not showing you.
You can see the dough structure is very nice. The cook on this pizza is amazing. Very, very good. Very, very good. Look, I'll show you. This pizza dough is cooked all the way through. And it's delightful. You guys, I'm going to give Rick David taste. Here. Oh, that's good.
Mm.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's cook the other one.
Yeah.
My dogs are fermented dough that has a little bit of a crispier crust. And this one has been cooling a little bit longer. There we go. Okay. So you can definitely see the difference. We used less dough on this one, but you can definitely see a difference in the dough structure. This actually has a nice bubbly crust on it, but it's thinner. And you can see the bottom, nice crispy crust. This has been cooling for a while, so it's not as hot as the other pizza. I'm going to give this one a taste too. Oh, good. I'm telling you, there is no substitute for this oven. If you are a pizza lover, I definitely think this is something you want to add to your arsenal of tools. This is definitely going to encourage us to make more homemade pizza. Okay, just a few tips before we move on to talking about the Bighorn outdoor pizza oven a little bit more. Tips. When you're building your pizza on your pizza peel, be sure and sprinkle a generous amount of cornmeal or semolina flour so that you can wiggle that dough into your pizza oven and onto that pizza stone easily. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem. Make sure that you preheat your pizza oven for a good amount of time so that you get it smoking, screaming hot so that your pizza is easily cooked fast. And last but not least, make sure that you turn it every 30 seconds, a quarter of a turn, so that your pizza is perfectly done, and make sure to watch it. Don't walk away. Make sure that you use the cover and check it often, and use the timer on your phone. Otherwise, you might have a problem. So those are my tips. And as always, I just want to remind you, now that we're coming toward the end of our video, that today's video has been sponsored by the good people at Bighorn Outdoors. And they did send me this dual fuel outdoor pizza oven to use and demonstrate in our video. And we will be sharing more videos coming up in the future using this oven. And I have to say, my own personal opinion, that this oven is definitely something we will enjoy using for many months and years to come. I know that Rick really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. We have made more than a few pizzas in it in the last few weeks, learning how to use it, getting that learning curve just right. And honestly, this thing is kind of amazing. I think it's a great opportunity with Christmas coming up to save some money. You can get on their website. They are currently having a sale with their coupon code. I will leave links and information down in the description box and the first pinned comment below the video, where you can go directly to their website and you can make a decision on whether or not you want to make a purchase for yourself or a loved one or friend. Maybe you want to go in together and maybe get this for your dad or someone that you care about who is like the big barbecue boss in your family, or maybe somebody that you just know is going to love having a pizza oven at their beck and call. I mean, honestly, maybe you have that person in your life. Maybe it's your dad, maybe it's your brother, maybe it's your best friend who has that covered patio, that covered deck outside, that outdoor kitchen, and they are a pizza aficionado. Maybe you live in a part of the country where it doesn't get a lot of rain. Maybe it doesn't get very cold, and they just do a lot of outdoor cooking. And this is just the perfect item to cap off what they have built. And maybe it'd make a great housewarming gift, or maybe it's a celebratory gift. Maybe it's a great way to celebrate some milestone passage in their life. I think that this is a really great tool that people are going to use. I definitely think it's not one of those appliances, I'll use air quotes when I say that that's going to get shoved in the back of a cabinet and never used, but maybe once or twice. I definitely think this one's going to get used because you can hook it directly up to your propane tank from your barbecue grill, which is what we did. Or you can use wood pellets in there to get some good smoky goodness in there. You can make a wood-fired pizza. We're going to smoke some cream cheese in there. I know that you're going to want to see us do that. And stay tuned because we'll definitely be doing that before Christmas because it makes for a fantastic appetizer covered in candied jalapeno raspberry jam. And I know you're going to want to see that. So look down below for all of the links. And I hope that you learned something. Even my cat is excited about it. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from today's video. And until next time, I'll see ya.